Time to re-strategize in that situation. Rizzler 213. Junius would love the zoo. Take him along. He's been to the zoo. You know what? Speaking of Junius, he
stay here, Rizzler. Rizzler has a super chat that sounds like he's going to bed, but stick here 1 second. We got some Junius lore.
Yeah, real quick. So this is just a stupid thing. So last week, I think it's Thursday, he was driving to work and his car just turned off, like right, it died, whatever. And he took a video of it, sent it to me of his trying to turn his car over, like just and just isn't firing up, but it turns over. And so he gets it towed to a mechanic, and then he goes to sleep because he towed it there after hours, and it was gonna be worked on the next day. So they call him the next morning at 10 a.m. Okay, and he wakes up at 10 a.m. and he's barely awake, and he's listening to this, and apparently they told him, yeah, there's a timing issue. We ran the codes on it. Blah, 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 blah. We're gonna get to the head on it, and we're gonna try to save the gasket, but blah, blah. Okay, guys, if you know what a head gasket repair is, it's like a $2,000 car repair. And Junius just said, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's fine. Go ahead. And then later on, like a few hours later, he starts texting me, these motherfuckers are ripping me off. They're screwing me. I can't believe they're doing this. I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, they're just gonna tear into my car like this without giving me more information. I'm like, didn't you say that they called you and then told you what they were going to do, and then you said okay? He's like, yeah, but it was right when I woke up. They can't do that when I woke up. Like, how am I supposed to? Like, I'm not in my right frame of mind. I'll just accept anything at that point. Like, what? Whose fault is that? So yeah,
that is his fault. He definitely should just like waited on it. Just like, hey, let me hold off for a second. Let me think about it. But there are times where you just wake up and you are not in the right frame of mind. Can you imagine if someone just hands you a paper like, hey, can you quickly sign this, please? I guess you got to come out like Ned out of that trance and just start coming out punching. Just be like, oh, my wife. Oh, she took the orders from me.
Damn, Ned/Robert, huh? But
yeah,
yes, yeah. I think that's ridiculous. So, moral of the story is, if we're feeling generous one of these days on the Discord, maybe we'll give you Junius's number, and if you catch him at the right time of day, he'll do anything you want. Anything you want.
Anything, dude. I think we should try to have maybe in the Discord. So go ahead, join it. It's the pinned comment there. You might try to get Junius in the Discord, and we can just all talk in there, and people can ask Junius questions. That'd be funny. A Junius question stream.
Yeah. I will. I'll ask him if he's interested in it. Although he's probably less dependable than me in there, honestly. Wear it in silence, Junius, or honor you again. Oh man, Junius probably like it.
Yeah, he is a glutton for punishment. I will say that.
Christian, when I deny no such thing as Junius, story for the children. He is real. And Christian, you missed it earlier, but I'm sure you listened from the beginning. We are going to try to get Junius into the Discord to interact with you guys a little bit. So,
and maybe even do a voice thing in there. But
yeah, maybe that probably not. He probably won't do it, but we'll try to get him to. Yeah, well, you never know. I don't. Maybe he will. That's like Junius's family. You know, they're from West Virginia. His dad's side is West Virginia. It's
100% explains so much of it.
Dude, he was going to go to his family reunion last year and try to sleep with one of his like distant cousins, but I think he was just too lazy to go in the end or something.
Dude, we're trying to get Junius in the chat sometime. We say, hey, make yourself known. We'll say that's actually you, Junius. He refuses to do it. He's just too lazy. But
yeah, it's purely laziness too. That's all it is. He's just like, oh, what would I talk about? It's like, dude, you have a lot to talk about.
People will literally ask you nonstop questions.
I don't mean to distract so much, but how weird is this? Okay, you know JB's wife, right?
JB's wife. Okay, yes.
JB's wife texted Junius. Like I just saw Junius earlier today briefly, and he showed me this text. He's like, oh, I was gonna show you this. JB's wife sent Junius a screenshot of some like smoke shop or like a THC den or something like that, like a bunch of different like options, like a shopping menu, right, of like THC products and like THC infused drinks and stuff like that. And she said like, and Junius is like, why'd you send this to me? Because Junius does not partake.
Mm-hmm.
And she just goes, hey, what do you want? Like, I'm going to this place. And he just said like, are you high? And then she said, yes, what do you want? Like, I know that story doesn't sound that weird to you guys, but if you knew JB's wife, why would she be doing this? How strange is that?
Yeah, that is strange. I don't like it. He should not interact with her whatsoever. And
dude, they actually talk all the time, which makes it even weirder because she should know that it would mean nothing to him. You should know that too. Listen, add it to the lore, everybody, and I am not joking about this. Junius does piss sitting down whenever he can. If his urinal is the only thing available, obviously he'll piss standing up. But he prefers to piss sitting down, and it is purely out of laziness. But he does. Junius is a sitting pisser.
If you're gonna go to the bathroom, it's late at night. I piss sitting down. I don't stand up and piss.
I stand up and piss, and I don't even turn the light on. And if I miss, I miss. But I go completely by the sound, and I'm deadly accurate. All right, I want that known.
Eh, soft brag. Picture
Yeah.
didn't happen. Please submit them to me in a proper.
They're on the unofficial Discord, so
Discord.
everybody join.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, the piss cam is on the official. It's like a live chat constantly of Gator's toilet. So please join.
Yep.
Join it. It's the pinned comment there, guys. Unlike Junius, he's like, I really wish there was that cum wiping off that lip scene in every episode. That'd be awesome.
Is there an all nude edit?
Oh, actually, speaking of Junius lore, add that some Crohn's to the lore real quick.
His whole family, what? That they're all Crohn's infected?
Yeah, they're all Crohn's infected, and it's probably coming for him too. It's nasty.
Yeah, it could be. He's got IBS already, man. That was part. Oh, dude, this trip we went on last week, man, that was hilarious.
Okay, so what's some Junius lore? Update us on the. Oh, do you have anything else?
Nope. I was just pulling Rizzler's comment back up here. I mean, Junius Lord. There's nothing that crazy that went on, but we did go on a trip last week. We went to Yosemite National Park or whatever to our other buddy, the one who wanted to kill Don at one point with brass knuckles with a knife attachment.
For no reason, no justifiable reason.
There's no justifiable reason for this, but at one point he did want to kill Don Boy, and he had signed up for a permit to go on this hike called Half Dome, right? It's like a big mountain thing or whatever, and it's a 4-year wait list. And so his name finally came up, but the two dudes who he had planned to go with originally, his two brothers-in-law, neither one of them could do it anymore. So he asked me, and I was like, yeah, sure. And he's like, well, who else are we going to get? And he ended up asking like 10 other people, and all of them said no. And he asked me, like, do you know anybody that could go?
It sucks because he can't.
Last second.
He can't eat this money. It would ruin him financially if he just decided he couldn't, he had to like eat that money.
Oh, yeah, right. And we'll talk about that later. But, so he's like, do you know anybody that could go and like a moment's notice, just drop anything they're doing in life and come on this week-long trip? And so I was like, yeah, I mean, I can ask Junius, I guess. And of course he could come. And so he drops a bunch of money, which he doesn't have, and came with us. And he's completely out of shape, at least compared. He's not totally out of shape, but for this experience, he was miserable the whole time. I've never heard someone say, fuck me, more than anybody in my life. He was miserable. He hated it. His legs were shaking. His hands were shaking. He was like 100 to 200 feet behind us the whole time. Oh, man, that was funny as hell. And on the big long one, right, on the big long one, first of all, he didn't complete it. But there were lots of women and children that passed by him in order to complete it.
Women and children.
Yeah. And man, okay.
Junius.
Yes, that's why we love him. But yeah, it's pretty funny. He was completely miserable. He did not have a good time. But the fact he didn't finish it makes him want to do it again someday. So that's good motivation, I guess.
Hilarious. I love it. And then what about this copper tub story? Rizzer is the one that super chatted about.
Oh, copper tub story. Okay, so you alluded to this guy earlier, Don Boy, and I'm sure we've heard about it. There's a schizophrenic guy.
I was just mentioning about this dad that's admiring someo's ass.
Right. Okay, so that's similar. So
I know
this guy,
same thing. Yeah.
Me and Don's age. He had a father. Well, okay, he has a father and he had an uncle. Okay, both of them are dead now, but the uncle.
We haven't seen the body, so whatever.
That's true. That's true. But the uncle was a porn addict, complete porn addict, had thousands of magazines. Like they had a spare bedroom. And if you walked into the spare bedroom, you could barely open the door because there were stacks of porn magazines dating back to like the 80s that were maybe knee height to hip height. Okay. Just various stacks, but it filled the full floor. And my friend inherited all of this when the uncle died for some reason, just briefcases upon briefcases of porn. And me and Don had a lot of fun with that porn in high school. We would like tape it up, put it on people's cars and stuff. It was a good time. But anyway, the dad ended up moving into the uncle's house after the uncle died. And then the dad started to go crazy too. So maybe it has something to do with his house. I don't know. But the dad he was a rich guy because he worked for like a weapons, like a contractor for the government. So he was a very wealthy guy, but he blew all of his money not only on scams online of like fake women that were trying to scam him. So he would like wire transfer these women like $100,000, like $50,000, the kind of stuff that we want you guys to do for us.
Please.
And please, but he would also just go and buy like auction houses full of like old trailers of junk, right? And so 99% of the shit in there was junk. But there was this one item, this glorious copper tub, this beautiful, illustrious copper tub that my friend, after the dad died, promised to give to me as a wedding gift.
Yeah.
Okay. He promised it to me. He said I could have it. And this is like an expensive, like a $5,000 item. All right, man. So I was looking forward to this thing for years. But little did we know or realize that the dad, before dying, got into a relationship with a woman who is like an alcoholic, and she like wore diapers, and she was just a really
You know
big
what?
piece of shit. What?
Based on the tracker of that house, I don't know if she was into diapers before she got into that house, but
That's true. The
definitely while
diapers may
she
have
was
come
there,
after.
yeah, after the water started, probably got shut off and whatever. But I
Right,
mean, the
right,
water
right.
could not have been shut off. I don't know. Yeah.
No, the water was shut off for the
Oh, was
water.
it? Okay, then
Yeah, the water ended up
yeah.
becoming shut off after a while. Remember the Diaper Mountain? Remember that? Didn't you
No,
ever
I mean,
video of that?
you never showed me a video, but this was happening
Oh,
when I
okay.
was still in the military. Which, dude, if we were there, because she basically squatted in that house.
It
The
was
whole reason
literally,
why
yeah,
your
yeah,
friend couldn't sell it,
right.
but I wanted to mess with this woman so badly because it's like no one cares about this woman. Like we
Right.
literally could get fake papers that your friend leased it out to us, and me and you can just go in there and just terrorize this woman.
So yeah, so what happened was the dad dies and my buddy inherits this house. It's in his name now, but this woman who was dating the dad now has squatters rights inside the house, and it's coming up on winter time in the Midwest, and the cops are not allowed to kick anybody out of their house or evict anybody or anything like that or turn off the electricity from like October to May. So it's a huge amount of time that she was just in that house destroying it, and in the meantime she was getting all the valuable stuff. And this includes like stuff that he got from the auctions, as well as like old military memorabilia from the uncle who actually was in the military as a young person, like his uniform, like his sword, a lot of coins and medals and shit like that. Uh, Selling that stuff, just like exporting it, selling it, moving it, whatever. And I was like, dude, I swear to fucking God, if that tub is gone. And I was telling him this the whole time. He's like, no, she's not going to move the tub. I swear. The tub's still going to be there. It's like, is she stealing shit? He's like, well, yeah, but the neighbors keep on telling me she keeps pulling up with moving trucks. I'm like, she's going to steal this tub. I'm not going to get this
Yeah.
tub. Sure enough, she finally gets kicked out and evicted. We go to this place, insect infested, diaper mountain, smells horrible. We have to wear like hazmat suits to go in this bitch. No tub. The tub's gone. She
I
had
was in the
movers.
basement. That's ridiculous that they got it out of there.
Oh, she
in that
hired
condition.
movers to do it. She hired movers to do it. And I guarantee you, dude, I was so pissed. I'm like, dude, why didn't you just call like me and Don or me and somebody else? We would have gone over there and told the movers, like, hey, dudes, none of this stuff is hers. Like, it's bullshit. See that tub right there? That's coming with me. Like I'll pay you. I'll tip you $20 to bring it to my place. So anyway,
Yeah,
that's
she
the
wouldn't even
story
know.
of the tub.
That's
Porn,
copper tub.
uncle,
Also,
schizophrenia. Oh yeah, all the family has schizophrenia, by the way. The dad
yeah,
and the
they
uncle.
do. And probably your friend. But also to weave this back into a little bit of Junius lore.
Yeah.
When your friend's dad was like slipping into definitely a bunch of catfishing schemes and he was giving money to all these women. We were trying to organize or trying to figure out a way where Junius would buy women's underwear, send pictures to your friend's dad, and try to coerce him into giving him money to catfish him. That would have been awesome, but Junius never got around to it. How far did he get in that scheme?
He bought like this like variety pack of like thongs, and he was like trying them on. And I think maybe there were some pictures that were taken preliminarily. I don't remember if they were actually pictures, but he definitely tried them on, and I saw him wearing them because he like for a while he had this very feminine ass. I don't know what was up with that, and it's actually right on brand for the situation because like our buddy who has the dad, he actually is, like he's got a big ass too. And the dad one time when I was like over helping move stuff at the house or something like that, I don't remember why I was over there, but he pulls me and Junius aside. I think Junius was there.
Dude, that was the time we all helped.
No, it wasn't.
Every single. Oh, hold on, real quick. But we
this
all helped.
time, yeah.
We all helped move a bunch of his stuff out, and the dad gives everyone like $100 or something, right? It's like here, everyone
$200.
$200. Everyone gets $200 for helping, and it's like not even a half day of work. And he forgets. He doesn't even hand Junius anything, and instead of Junius being like, I think you missed one. Maybe you didn't, you forgot because I think you just wrote a check, right? So that's pretty easy. Just
You
write a
wrote
check.
everybody checks. You,
Yeah,
me, I think your brother, those two
yeah.
other guys who I'm not going to name
Junius
right now, and then
Junius
me.
doesn't get one, and he just eats it. It's like, dude, you're such a pathetic. Oh, Junius, just stand up for yourself. Say, excuse me, sir, I did not get one. But no, he just
He's
whatever.
the only
Free
one out of
work.
like 8 guys that didn't get a single thing. And he just like, yeah, I was like, oh, it's okay. I guess I don't want to ask. So it's like, dude, he just doesn't know you're here. He forgot that you were here. That's all the
Yeah.
situation was. Anyway, that guy, the dad, in regards to his son, pulls me and Junius aside one time. He's like, hey, I would never tell my son this. I was going to say his name, but I would never tell my son this, but he's actually got a great ass. Like, it's like, all right. I appreciate that, man. Like,
Yeah.
you're right. He does. What do you want to do?
Okay.
What do you want to do about it? Like,
It's not a bad ass, right? I'm like, oh, this is gross ass, but I'm gonna be like, oh, damn. Ooh, if he was a girl, maybe I would tap that. It's like, no, it's what his dad was definitely weird. His dad went over to his friend's house with a shotgun, said he's gonna take him to heaven with them.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like in the last few years of his life, he literally took a shotgun, and I've seen the shotgun, by the way, too. It was in the basement of the house after everything. That squatter did not take the shotgun. Brought the shotgun over to his best friend's house and said, like, hey, like, we're gonna go to heaven together tonight. And I guess the friend ended up talking him out of it, and then no one ever called the cops. But
And he also was very racist to his black neighbors when they moved.
oh yeah, dude. He had some Summer Islander neighbors, and he was dropping hard R's on these guys. And he got the cops called on him a few times for that one.
I guess it's not a free country anymore, guys. Whatever.
Yeah, I know. Pathetic. But anyway, that's a copper tub story. And Junius, there's nothing too interesting. He was just completely miserable on this hiking trip that, I mean, he should have been able to do it. Like the other guy who we went with, he is also very out of shape right now. Like
Yeah. I've seen. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Relative to what he can be, he's very out of shape right now. So
He bragged about like lifting 250 benching finally when he's like almost. I think he's over 30 years old. It's like, dude.
I know.
We did that in our early 20s. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yep.
Some of us did that before we could even legally smoke.
Yeah, you probably did it back in 4th grade when you were first masturbating and shaving.
Yeah, that's true.
Listen, speaking of, by the way, you're my example now. Like, if I ever want to talk about the difference between a PDF file and like just like somebody who sleeps with somebody underage, like somebody who's behaving inappropriately. Why are you the example?